Nothing more for me.
Nor I.
All right then, we're ready for step number 5A. Select tuners to organize these ideas into a proposal.
Step 5, organize ideas. Step 5A, select tuners to organize these ideas into one or more manageable proposals. Selecting our tuners, that's what we say. Selecting our tuners, that's step 5A.
Anyone volunteer to be a tuner?
Yep.
Arwen?
Galadriel and I will do it, because we're elves. We can just dematerialize from this physical reality and rematerialize a moment with a proposed proposal. It won't take us any time at all because, as you know, when we dematerialize, we compress time. What will take us an hour or two will just seem like a moment to all of you.
Don't worry, everyone. Galadriel and Arwen will be right back. Elves are really good at dematerializing and rematerializing. And it's true, they can shorten time when they're over there.
Wow, elves! Amazing. Okay, great. Lady Galadriel and Lady Arwen, why don't you...
Blink, blink.
Whoa!
Amazing.
Wow! Wow!
Blink, blink.
Step 5B, tuners shape ideas concisely into one or more manageable proposals.
Okay, we've got a draft proposal.
That was fast.
They draft a proposal, that's what we see. Drafted by tuners, that's step 5B.
Well, it looks like you did step number 5B while you were dematerialized. You did step number 5B. Tuners shape ideas concisely into a manageable proposal.
That's what we did. We shaped the proposal ideas into a draft proposal. Here's the draft proposal we suggest.
Wait, before you do, I've got to let everyone know that this is step number 5C. Circulate proposal to the whole circle.
Step 5C, circulate proposal to whole circle. Share the proposal, listening are we. Hear draft proposal, that's step 5C.
Okay, go ahead, Lady Galadriel.
Thank you. Here's the proposal we just drafted. Proposed that we create a library for Middle-earth community. Background: many of us would like a warm, dry place where we can borrow books and DVDs and other materials people could donate to the library. Partly, it's to have a place to keep these materials and a place to get them. And partly, it's to add another helpful service for community members. Proposal details: there would be 6-foot-high wooden bookshelves in our book community building by the kitchen door. The shelves would be built of scrap lumber donated to the project by community members. The shelves could be taken down easily if we didn't want to keep the library or keep it in that location. Lady Arwen and Aragorn will create the shelving design, and the shelves will be built by Aragorn and Pippin for community labor credit. The estimated cost for additional materials is about 300 Shire dollars. We'll do this in May. The Lady Arwen and Aragorn will set up the library as a one-time task for community labor credit. They will organize the library once a week. There will be a place in the library to drop off and return library materials, and a place for people to drop off materials they're donating. Measurement and evaluation: 1. Are enough books and DVDs and other materials donated to justify this work? 2. To what extent do people use the library? Do they check things out? 3. Is the library neat and orderly enough to suit us? 4. Is the library reorganized once a week? We'll evaluate these factors in our July and September meetings. And those meetings will decide whether we want to change anything about the library, keep it the way it is, or dismantle the shelves and not have a library anymore.
Thank you, Lady Galadriel. We now have a draft proposal. We're ready for step number 6, confirming that the proposal is complete and that it addresses all aspects of the issue. If you think it addresses all aspects, please say complete. If you see an aspect we forgot to include in the proposal, say incomplete. If you say incomplete, then let us know which aspect we didn't include a proposal idea for, and we'll do that now.
Step 6, confirm that tuners shaped the proposal effectively, and it addresses all identified aspects of the issue. Is proposal complete now? If not, we'll fix. Consenting to completeness, step number 6.
Let's start with you, Mary, and then to each person in turn.
Complete.
Complete.
Complete?
Complete.
Complete.
I think it's complete too.
Complete.
Great. It looks like we've got a proposal. We'll consider and decide on this proposal in our next policy meeting.
Wait, one more thing.
Frodo?
We didn't say who could use the library. All of us hobbits and elves and dwarves and humans in Middle-earth community and our near neighbors can use it, but no orcs.
No
orcs.
Thank you very much, ladies. Okay, thank you so much. Could you hand me back your scripts?
Oh.
Would you get in? Well, you're going to get them, but I'm gonna revise it because I can see it needs to be better. Would you please get into 3 groups of 3 and spend maybe 5
Here we are.
minutes
Here we are.
talking?
2 of 3.
2 or 3. I gotta get my.
Would you hand me back the yellow markers? Would you hand me, can you hear me? Would you hand me back the yellow markers? Thank you. What I'm trying to do is help you organize to get into 3 groups of 3 for 5 minutes. Here's what I want to talk about. Any insights you had about this and how you maybe could use it, if you could, here in Burlington Co-Housing. Any questions you have? Anything else? I'm going to write all this down. Questions, insights, application. So please get into 3 groups of 3. Thank you.
And I think, you know, but my idea, my question is, what if someone has an idea at the late stage? So what if they said, oh, you're welcome, aesthetics, you know, we didn't talk at all about what we painted. Is the process that the time to bring that up was when we were talking about like the completeness
Keep one of these copies.
at step 3?
I'm going to write this down.
Really helpful.
Or is it just too late? Yeah.
So did you have any news?
That's a good question.
Practice, and I think
So if someone, and I think particularly
Or is it too late, or is it time for evaluation?
it's not the
or an idea happens after.
You mean you like using the skit as a way of learning?
But
Certainly, so the group has already considered some sweetness, but
reading it, changing it.
The skit helped me to really
what about
understand better what aspects mean. I mean, I said before, it's kind of like, what's the difference between an aspect and an idea? So, an aspect is really what problems, what needs to be solved. And then having that brainstormed and with a non-judgmental thing, and then have that checked, and then having the proposal ideas means how are we going to meet the needs of the
one interesting thing is a
proposal,
lot of them have come from
suggesting,
individuals. They have not been generated.
and comparing it to the aspects that have been identified
So it's going to be very, very
is brilliant.
in fact, almost all of the proposals.
And the thing that
So
we've
if
never, we
an
don't do
individual has an idea, they'll come to the appropriate committee and say,
To the,
nobody really
they would come to the committee, say it has nothing to do with
Right.
meals.
feedback loop to, putting in, okay, well, when is it going to be done by, who's going to
And
do
I
what,
don't know if he had
the books, have the books been
point or
donated,
in the fuller
is
Can I
it being
interrupt
kept clean?
about that?
if we were,
About the
if they
feedback
were
loop,
in the
can I interrupt about
configuration
that?
without being further.
It speaks to a question I had for 4B about whether, I wasn't reading the script, so
Would they
I
bring it
didn't
to the
hear
whole?
about criteria to
Supposing I had
measure
an
and
idea,
evaluate.
would I bring it to the whole
Maybe it was there and I just didn't hear it. It sounds like you may be talking about that now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so was that in
My
the
idea was
script?
related to one of our subgroups.
That was, it was included in the proposal.
Okay, so I just didn't hear it. Okay, thanks.
They didn't, and when they went around about the individual proposal ideas, they didn't say much about how it would be evaluated in the skit.
Well, in the proposal,
But in the proposal it does. Yeah,
but in the skit itself, it didn't say what's
in the
set of lenses of like these are the kinds of
Thanks for letting me know.
No, that's okay. You're very, I mean, it's very important to have the feedback loop thing.
It's not in the skit, it's just assumed in the proposal.
It's like the people that did the tuning kind of looked at all the things and they threw in what they thought was the
So it did sneak in at the next step. Okay, thanks. I thought I wanted to.
All the parts like the decision making, the even select
a lot of ideas.
going to be on whatever circle the proposal.
We don't think about, So I'm not going to say, because I'm very familiar with the process, so I don't need to say anything. I mean, other than that, I think the skit is kind of fun, and I'm curious how it is for everybody doing the skit.
I think the good news is that because we can spoon feed ourselves the
Sometimes,
steps, I think it'll be relatively easy.
we just don't check
It'll
off
be a totally
like all
new
the
dance,
aspects. We call them
but
elements, aspects.
because the
We don't do
steps
the
are
check
sort
off
of
thing
simple and
to make
because we
sure
have to
that we
spoon
cover
feed
each
to
one.
ourselves.
So
I mean,
the group
like
could
follow the,
one.
yeah.
No, I'm totally committed to this process. I think it's good.
I think, we, on our proposal questionnaire, questions like, will this interfere with someone else's use of the facility? Not
Getting rid of
costs?
furniture
So that could be a
Will it
feedback.
be using common space?
falls within the daily work, that would
There's
advertise
specific
necessarily
questions that they ask
go
be
through.
addressed.
Oh, when you're thinking of a proposal?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that doesn't hurt.
Forming it.
Maybe gonna stumble
that doesn't
over
hurt.
that.
Anything else that came up for you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
First time hearing of it?
For those questions.
Was there anything else that came up for you? Watching it?
Right.
No, as you were saying, being literal, I wanted to visually see some of the steps that were blocked by your head. The final steps. No, it's just the layout. I mean, I could have maybe, but no,
Try it. Try it now, and that could go into the process of.
I think it would have helped me head up with if I was reading along.
If we form an implementation circle.
So I did right,
But
good to
if
get out
we
of
form a study group and then that becomes an implementation circle,
I
then
think we
experiences
planning on
such
giving
developments
everybody.
with trying to be brought to the community.
So you think it might be a good learning tool to teach others?
Yeah, experiential learning. If somebody wants to, hands-on, having someone tell them what to do. It takes time. It's fun.
Yeah, not really. I mean, it's not short, but it's not terribly long. It's way better than fumbling around, you know.
And especially when you want to get people interested and excited about it.
Do they have functional
I
subgroups?
think it's very helpful. So it keeps it fun, and it keeps using different styles.
Communication.
That's right.
Different which styles?
Learning styles, yeah. I
Some
think
people
that's.
learn more by doing something, other people learn more by reading it, and other people learn more by just
I just
hearing it. Try it out. Yeah.
Well, we're going to get to practice now, I think, an example.
Okay,
Yeah.
5 minutes. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I
wanna
just
try
learned
it out?
something wonderful from you.
In the community.
Come back to where you can all see the whiteboard. What I just learned is that it's a good idea to ask people to meet in small groups immediately after a skit. Yes. Because instead of asking you to give your insights and ideas in the whole group, In small groups, the flow is easier, faster, and better, and maybe quieter people will speak up the way it happens in small groups. And then we can extract from you, like a dentist, what ideas and insights and questions you might have, but you've had a chance to chew on it with each other first. I'm going to do that now on till forever in workshops because I like it, and so this is just more feedback just by watching you do it. So thank you. Okay, any insights or questions about how the multiple step, which I put up here, proposal forming process happens? And by the way, you have all of these steps on page something or other in your handout booklet. Do you have your handout booklet with you today? Because when you practice, you're going to be needing to have that in front of you on your lap, like you did yesterday with consent decision making. Okay. I'd like you to either look at the chart on the wall and or refer to this page in your handout. But would somebody tell us what page that is? You can find it on the table of contents if you want.
Here's the table of contents.
It's page 20, oh no, that's consent decision making. Page 28.
28. Okay, thank you, everyone. Just have that on standby, if you will. Okay, comments or questions?
So we had a couple of questions arise. A couple of comments first. Lucretia said before she left she really appreciated the whole process. And
The proposal forming process?
yeah, just the whole sociocracy process.
Oh, all of sociocracy.
Yeah. And my comment was the skit is a really helpful process to see, and to visually see and experience the process. I think that's a little touch of creative brilliance. So there you go. So we had a couple of questions. The first one was, what if you've got to the consent round, you've all consented, and then suddenly another question or idea comes up? Do you go back, or do you maybe build it into the evaluation?
So let's take a look at this chart here. Do you mean the consent round, the completeness of the list of aspects, or do you mean the consent round, the completeness of the proposal ideas, or do you mean the consent round, the whole proposal, the draft proposal is complete?
It was number 6, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to turn the question right back to you. Here we are at the consent round where we're looking to see whether the draft proposal is complete. And all of a sudden, one of us thinks of something that we didn't think of before. What do you think we would do?
Well, my suspicion is that we would go back. It wasn't my question, but it didn't come from me. But I think my assumption was that we would go back until we felt it was complete.
Go back to what? Say more. Be more precise, please, so I can.
I'm not sure. It's not my question, so I'm.
All right. Does anybody else have an answer to this?
My guess is that the facilitator of the process would say, finish the consent round, and then say, we'll get back to you, and then say, well, what can you tell us what your concern is? And then she'll mention, or he'll mention his concern. And then what I think we did before was the facilitator then comes up with, oh, okay, so if we add this into the proposal, ideas or aspects or feedback loop questions, will it meet with your approval? And the person says yes or no, whatever.
Thank you.
And then you go and do another consent round.
Okay.
With a new addition.
Thank you. I'm going to start with the last thing you said. Yes, you would do a consent round if you decided to change the proposal at that point.
Right.
However, you have just described an objection.
Oh.
And
What was the question? I'm sorry.
well, let's imagine that we're doing the consent round. Does the proposal address all aspects? And what we're saying is complete or incomplete. And somebody says,
okay, so
incomplete.
Yeah.
And this means they have an idea.
Right.
It's similar to an objection, and you could say that it is because they're stopping the process so that we can make the proposal better. But we might then say, oh, what's the idea? We forgot to say blah, blah, blah. That may be irrelevant. It may be an idea, but not something so new we should stick it in, because it's just another kind of shelves. They could be made out of mashed potatoes, you know. Or it could be so relevant we all go, oh.
Like, how about signing out the books so people know where they've gone?
Yes, sure,
We can
like
bring
that.
that up.
Yeah, like if we didn't think of that, oh my God, why didn't we, you know? It could be a specific proposal idea on a specific aspect, or it could be a whole aspect that we never thought of. So chances are what we do is we respond based on how all of us in the circle, now remember, it's a small circle, usually, maybe 5, 6, 7 people, and we would respond based on how we kind of responded to that idea. If we're all going, whoa, forgot that, we would probably say the facilitator and or any of the folks, let's stick it in here. How about if we stick it in here like that? Well, no, change that word to that. Well, how about if we put, no, we should put it there. Okay, fine. Or maybe we find it complex enough and difficult enough to stick in that we ask our tuners to blink out of existence and go to Elfland once again, blink back in a few moments with it in there. Well, in real life, not having elves in our circle, what we would do is ask some folks to go do it and come back, either on a break or before the next meeting if it wasn't time sensitive. Does that make sense? It kind of depends on how. So in sociocracy, there are these general structures and principles, which are figure it out in the moment and get consent. Figure it out in the moment and get consent. We should probably add that as another mantra, right? It depends on what it is and how we're feeling about it among the people.